on today's episode. I failed big time. Stay tuned and I'll show you guys why.
I stay putting in that work. Everything I get, I'm hurt. You can tell by the way I walk, I ain't just talking about it. I stay putting in that work. Everything I get, I'm hurt. You can tell by the way I walk, I ain't just talking about it. I stay putting in that work. I'm up in the morning like 5 in the morning, I'm already on. So when you just getting out of the box, boy, I'm round in the corner. This ain't a persona. I do this for free. I'm hoping this is just the 10 I think this come with the
All right, on to the first couple jobs of the day. I'm down here in our aluminum shop. I have a Audi hood here. This one's getting a new fender, new headlight, new bumper. But the hood's aluminum and this corner is rolled right here. Pretty minor. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna repair that. Then when I get that done, I have a bedside on a new F-150, 2018 I believe this one is. And this is aluminum on these trucks. So it's getting a new bedside and it's getting some of this inner structure that goes inside of here as well. So once I get this hood done, I'm gonna start cutting this bedside off of this truck. What is up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 119 of Inside the Body Shop. Hope you guys are having a great Friday so far. Happy weekend. So a couple things going on today. First thing this morning when I got to the shop, I dove into a Audi hood repair. It's an aluminum repair, so I went down to our aluminum shop. And this, you guys will see here in a minute, but this was a major fail. I failed on this one. It was my fault. I should have seen it. You guys will see. I'll explain a little bit more here coming up in this episode, so stay tuned. Then after that, I dove into a Ford F-150. This is one of the aluminum ones, the new bodies. I think this is a 2018. Dove into a bedside on this one. I've done quite a few of these. I'm sure if you guys have been following for a while, you've seen me do some of these, but this is another one. I dove into this, and I had to put some of the inner structure in on this as well. So I go in depth into all the riveting, bonding, and the whole process of replacing all of this on this aluminum F-150. It's done differently than steel cars, so it's a little different process. So stay tuned. But that was basically my day today. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you do me a huge, huge favor and click that share button. It helps get my content out to a lot more people, helps inspire some younger people to come into the trade and bring respect back to the blue collar. So thank you guys. And I will talk to you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend, and check out my day. Anytime straightening aluminum, you have to warm it up with a heat gun. You don't have to get it crazy hot, but aluminum does not like to move. Doesn't like to move without some heat. Well, you win some and you lose some. And on this one, I failed. I didn't realize that this is actually the inner structure right here is folded over. It's supposed to be flat throughout that area. And it's folded over quite a ways, and there's no way I'm gonna be able to get that rolled back and straight and get this corner where it's supposed to be. So I'm gonna have to tell them we need a new hood for this one. I wish I would have seen that. I looked at this one whenever they took it apart, and I didn't see that. All right, onto the bedside. I have the new side right here. I'm gonna go ahead and get this one cut off. They put some strong ass adhesive right in this area on these particular beds. You got to try to warm up to get it to release. All right, the bedside is off. Now I have this corner piece that goes in right here. I'm gonna go ahead and get that cut off and start fitting this new one up. Now this is a panel bond adhesive made by 3M that I'm putting on here, and you want to cover any bare metal because it also acts as for corrosion protection. And then I'll pop this on and it'll get riveted on here in just a second. Now once you touch this glue, once it's touched, you're not supposed to pull it apart because it'll leave. It'll create air pockets in the glue. So once you touch it, you can only slide it. You aren't supposed to pull it back off. So these are self-piercing rivets. They actually squeeze. The actual rivet's steel, but it squeezes into the aluminum and collapses, pulling it together. Just like that. So if you look at the back of this old panel, these are what we call Q pads or sound deadening pads. And what they do is they make the panel stout so it doesn't have any kind of, if you picture a piece of sheet metal, the tinny type of noise it'll make. So I got to replace those, and I have some generic ones. I'm just going to make something roughly that shape. It doesn't have to be perfect, but roughly about like that. And you want to use a heat gun to warm these up in order to get them to stick good. Just like that, and I'll make a few more. All right, I got the back of the bedside all painted. Q pads are on. I will have to fit the bedside up, and then I'll have to prep out where all my rivets and the glue goes, the panel bond. But I'm gonna let this corner dry over the weekend, and I will get back on this on Monday. That is a wrap for the day. I will talk to you guys next week. Have a good weekend.